Let's do this.
It is. Oh, is it working? Is it working?
Am
Yes,
I
it is
here?
working.
Are you there?
It is time for D&D. This is Vampire Logan here. We are playing. I was gonna say Curse of Strahd, but it's Eve of Ruin, episode 15, and we're just gonna do. Well, I'll pass Jesse.
Yeah, welcome everybody. It's Thursday night on a Tuesday. So yeah, what happened last week, everybody?
Okay. Well, we'll go down the list of things. So we all split up with our Shatter Force characters to try to find out some information about the one person that I don't actually have.
Terramini
Terramini
Night's Edge.
Terramini Night's Edge. Oh, there we
Night's
go. Night's Edge.
I knew that.
Right? I knew somebody was going to pick that one up. So powerful, long-lived elf archmage who followed Faye's leader Saztam, some bad guy, Lich,
Lich.
And we know that in 1390, some object had kept her safe. So, yeah, Hep's little note there was nerds learn from research. And then we got Jules went to the C ward and found out that all our
That's the rich area.
The C word.
I know.
The C.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. Okay.
He went
C
C
word.
word.
Yeah,
it's. Pardon me, and I said pardon. All arcane casters had to be registered, and so we figured that we'd get some information about her that way. Hannah and I went to the dock ward, and were offered a chance to join a heist for a powerful object, and it was going to just be money in it for us in the end of the day, but it would avail ourselves of a higher class of fence.
Get some black market connection.
So all we had to do to get into that area was to order a mint julep at the Singing Sword, which is close to the Sea Ward and Castle Ward. So much Sea Ward today. Acacius went to Blackstaff Academy, and the clerk.
Celine also went. They were together.
Yes, and Celine went to Blackstaff Academy to the clerk there. Offered to trade information or ability for people to go in for the faster, slower cantrip. You guys also went to the church.
I did do that.
Yeah. And for Bogentra, Golden Order. I didn't put it down very much for that one. Do you guys remember what happened at the church?
They were more helpful. Yes, we learned something.
They were nicer. They weren't more helpful.
They were more openly helpful. Is that better?
Maybe.
Sure.
I don't actually remember what we learned.
I remember the sarcasm.
Oh, they told us. Order. They did tell us
that was at the academy.
Yeah.
They did tell us. I do remember that they did tell us that there would be records of her coming to town because she was a powerful mage. And they told us about how there was at one point a delegation from Faye that came at some point. I don't remember the details of it, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that basically she'd have to be documented as part of that. And that was, I don't think there was much in the way of super detailed stuff on that.
Okay. After that, we regrouped, and the next day we went to Blackstaff Academy as a group to go through all the stuff there. There was tons of books in the room. Greeted by a
much more
librarian.
Helpful man who was nicer to us.
Simus was his name. And he went to give us the book that we wanted, and suddenly he was frozen in a spell. And then moments later, 3 mages showed up and wanted to, hurt us. Like a
Wanted
lot of
to
people do
fucking
for some
kill us.
reason. Don't know why. So,
We're
anyways,
literally just like fucking vibing, and people are like, "What if we killed you?" We're like,
Right?
we preferred you didn't.
Yeah, we were just trying to read a book, dude. Nothing ever went wrong from reading a book.
Somebody wanted to protect that book.
Somebody wanted to protect that book.
The
What we found,
Necronomicon.
yeah, what we found out was 1322. She had a piece of the rod. 1390. She had a falling out with Zaztam and lived. 1420. There was a Kronos incident, and she's believed to still be alive.
Yes, we're
And
pretty sure
then-
she also became like a follower of Kronos.
Yeah,
And started a
And
cult.
and then
She
there
was known to have dabbled in chronomancy. Yes.
there was a book that was never recovered from 1422 by a guy named Heron Fulci, who was a human, and the book was written 69 years ago. So he is 69 years ago. Yeah. Anyways, he might be alive.
Nice.
Nice.
He's the one who wrote the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the book was
Yes.
never recovered. So we don't know. It's like, well, what's in the book? How do you know there was anything in the book? It was never
because
recovered.
there was a part that was like, see more in this book, and then they were like, they never recovered that book, and we were like,
Yeah,
well,
Right.
there was a footnote there. Yep.
That's right.
that's annoying.
Footnote. And that's what I got.
Well, that's pretty good. Now, we did leave us with a couple questions, and they were basically you also found some books on the Rod of Seven Parts, and you were curious as to what the wizards were carrying.
Oh
So
yes, that's right.
Let's deal with
Right,
what the
to
wizards
loot
were
them.
carrying first.
And we basically told the other guy to like go home. He was like, yeah,
Yep.
fucking bye.
I'm out.
I almost
Yeah.
died.
I ain't getting paid enough for this. Yep.
Which is
was 1 week from
super
retirement.
fucking fair.
And so
Sorry,
they
bro.
were carrying after searching through their stuff, and with a little passage of time, which we won't really worry about how exactly you identified these, you discover some arcane stuff: a pearl of power,
Ooh.
a wand of magic missiles,
Ooh.
potions of fire breath and heroism, and 1,500 gold pieces in spell ingredients. So if you have anything specific you're looking for, and you can find it on the list of ingredients for any 1st to 3rd level spell, go ahead and take that.
Okay. Cool.
What was
Probably
the
do
potion?
1st to 4th actually. So if there's like anything on there that arcane spell, I should say, any arcane spell ingredient that you are interested in.
What was the potions though?
Heroism and
breath
fire breath.
and heroism. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Fire breath is like it's an area of effect thing. Damage is
Like-
okay, but it's really good for groups, small groups. Heroism is bless.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Wand of magic missiles is good for anyone who needs something to reach out and touch someone. And pearl of power for any spellcaster. We can get a spell slot back 1st to 3rd.
Yeah. 1st to 3rd.
Nice. Even nicer.
That is very good.
That unfortunately would not be very helpful to Hanan.
I think.
No.
I think
It
He
wouldn't?
doesn't have 3rd level, 1st to
He
3rd
doesn't
level spells
have
anymore.
3rd level spell slots.
I think
You
Jules
can-
would like the
You can cast
wand.
it 3rd level. He just chooses. Why would you cast it 3rd level when you can cast it 4th or 5th? The same
Well,
spell.
You can't.
You're a warlock.
That's true.
Yeah. I think
True.
I would let you downcast a spell to 3rd.
Yeah.
If you got a 3rd level spell slot back, I'd let you use it to cast a warlock spell at 3rd.
Yeah, because he's got a repertoire, and some of these originate at 3rd level.
Well, if that's something that Hanan's interested in and that would help him, then I'm more than fine with giving it to you.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, counterspell, I think. Let me think here.
I mean, yes, counterspell.
Always a fun one to have available.
You are not wrong.
This is true.
Jules, did you
Um,
say you express interest in the wand of magic missiles?
Yeah, I have a question. If you have 2-weapon fighting, can you? I guess the using a wand is a use item action, not a.
Yeah, not a
Magic
bonus.
action, I think, actually,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
yeah,
so
different action.
you can't take an attack and shoot a wand.
No.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. This is good if you can't reach a foe.
Okay.
I just hope that Jules can. Can he? I'm-
How many can it cast?
7 charges. You expend 1 or more of its charges. For 1 charge, you cast the first level version of the spell. You can increase the spell slot 1 level for each additional charge you expend. So you could
Oh, okay.
technically blow 7 charges for the 7th level magic missile.
Which is like 4 missiles or something like that.
No, it's like
No, it's way more than that.
Oh,
6 plus 3, so 9 missiles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's,
You get
it's,
3 from
it's 3 for
first level
and
magic missile.
yep, and 1 more for each
Yeah,
spell
that
level.
That could be
above
pretty
that.
useful. And Jules is a spell initiate, so he can use it.
It doesn't require attunement, and it doesn't require a spellcaster.
Even better.
Anyone can use it.
Awesome.
Mm.
Let's see. If you expend the last charge, so maybe you want to save a charge. If you spend
Yeah.
the last one, you roll a d20, and on a 1, the wand is dead.
Yeah, I got that. Okay. Yeah, if no one else wants that, I'll take it. Otherwise,
Sure.
you can also
Yeah,
take
or Acacius doesn't care.
So we got potions of fire breath and heroism.
Celine does not want either of those because those are useful mostly for in combat, and she is good.
Yeah.
Right?
Fire breath would be-
Heroism sounds.
Those seem like
Oh,
hep
yep.
things.
Yeah.
They
Fire
kind of feel
breath
like hep
heroism.
things.
In fact, probably both potions should go to Hep.
I would agree.
All right.
And if you guys don't have any specific expensive ingredients you're looking for, you can cache the ingredient in spells.
Off the
spelling
top of my head,
in-
I don't.
with your
but-
opponents.
But if
Off
they
the
were
top
to
of my
take
head.
if they were to take it back to the mansion,
Components be traded for something that could benefit somebody.
Only at 1,500 gold piece value, probably.
Right. Well, that's a thought.
Yep.
And I imagine there's probably, we'll just say like a sales penalty on top of that as well, but depends on how you play that. Like, when you got 1,500 gold pieces worth of stuff, we'll probably get like a 1,000 gold piece item for it or something like that.
You're in the academy right now. I'd give you better than 50% on the cash in. It'd be like 80. Let's call it 80% cash in.
So like 1,200.
There is a
gold
market for that stuff here.
pieces. Okay. So that's a thought, guys.
Yeah.
let's see here. Oh, it's got to be. Sorry, you said arcane as well.
I hear feet moving around upstairs. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I've got some. Ramses has a number of spells that could use expensive components, but they're not arcane.
Right.
Can a Ring of Spell Storing store any type of spell and anyone can cast it?
Ring of spell storing, it's up
Yeah.
to 5th level. Pearl Power is up to 3rd. I think that you can get a spell slot back.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm a magic initiate, could I get a divine spell in there and still cast it?
Ring of spell storing, yes.
Oh.
It would be cast at the DC of the person who cast it into the thing.
Is there a good 5th or under healing spell that you could cast into my Ring of Spell Storing?
I mean, mass healing word.
Ooh, that's a good one. What level's that?
But it's got to be for ring of spell storing.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
So, like, you would have to give the person the ring. They
Mass
may or may
healing
not
word.
have to attune to it, cast the spells,
Mass
and
healing
then
word is the 3rd level. spell.
Actually,
No, you don't.
any creature can cast a spell into the ring by touching the ring as the spell is cast.
Yeah.
okay. So like, there's a couple things that, I mean, Acacius could definitely help with. Like, if you want things like jump, get higher up, or like if you want access to hex, you could have hex
Ooh.
from Acacius. It's like an extra d6 damage.
What level's Hex?
First.
So, what level was Mass Heal? Or Mass?
3.
Well, but we
healing
can
word
still
is
cast
3rd.
it at 5th too.
You could cast it at 5th, though, yes.
So, Mass Healing.
Stop that.
Mass Wounded. Or, sorry. Mass
Mass Cure Wounds,
Healing Word
5d8.
Mass
is-
healing word.
is 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you cast that into my ring at 3rd and then cast Hex and. What was the other one?
I was like looking through the ones that are bonus actions that would help you the most. So like, there's other just normal like level 1 healing word. There's Hex that Acacius has. Like the other one that Cora has that Acacius doesn't is Jump, which could be interesting.
And that's 1st level?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so.
gonna be hard to get any spells from Cora into
Yeah,
this
yeah,
ring.
yeah.
unfortunately, yeah. But
Okay.
having
well,
Hex though, the extra d6 damage could be helpful for the rogue stuff.
can you cast 2 of the same spell into it?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay. Would Acacius please cast Mass Healing Word and 2 hexes into my ring here?
One of those would be a Celine thing.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So
And
Says
do you have those
Acacius.
spell slots left today?
He's asking Acacius about healing magic, and Selena's standing there like, really?
Hello?
Hello?
Seriously? Like, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Like, I know you can't tell the difference between arcane and divine, but please do try.
hey, I'm
Yeah.
just an initiate.
They are one and the same. What are you talking about?
But I will cast at least one hex spell into your ring. That's what I have for now.
Okay. And the
So,
healing word is, or Mass Healing Word is
Oh.
not available
Celine.
today?
Yes, I can cast a 3rd level mass healing. word
Okay,
into your
cool.
ring.
A long rest of characters who were playing last week?
Yeah,
We
No.
have not yet had a long rest for those characters.
Not yet. Okay.
yeah, I'm trying to get it before we do the long rest. So I assume we're back at the mansion now, or are we not?
So
Right.
this can basically happen as you're regrouping. So you're not quite back at the mansion
Oh,
yet.
okay. I will do that.
Also,
I'll
hold
have
on.
that
Where did
conversation.
you get a
at the
ring of
mansion.
spell storing?
That
That's-
was his item, I think, from the
That's my item from the story.
flashback story.
Right.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about that.
And I
I
don't
was
know.
like,
that-
And
we were talking about this stuff, and then all of a sudden you started talking about a ring of spell storing, and I was like, dude, it's a like, what?
yeah. No, it's my ring of spell story. I think someone else
Oh yeah,
has one too.
is
right?
that? Is somebody taking the Pearl of Power?
Hanan.
I think
Hanan.
Hanan did.
Oh, no.
Cool. And then that brings us to the book you found about the Rod of 7 Parts, which I am
Mhm.
going to just paste the link into the Discord.
Thank you.
Okay.
And you basically get the rundown on the Rod of 7 Parts, including what the pieces do, including the 2 that you already have.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We are possessing the whole rod. Oh no, not yet.
Not yet, but you have information on the whole rod.
And do we have piece 1 and 2?
Yes.
Cool.
Those are they
And
attached together, or can we each person have one?
Each person can have one. You can also attach them together if somebody wants to carry both of them.
And can you attune to them individually and get that spell power?
No. There's a section in there about possessing the broken rod.
I was gonna say
which-
there's literally a section
no.
here for that.
Yep.
I hadn't read that.
But you can use those powers to a limited extent without attuning to them.
Okay, cool.
So you can cast that spell once. Okay,
Yep.
what's Arcane Gate? Ooh, a 6th level spell.
Whoa.
Joy.
Once a day. Okay.
Immune is pretty fun.
That's
Ooh.
interesting. It's like
Arcane Gate is like the hither thither staff in the movie.
Mhm.
But the people who have the rod, are those the ones in the present, like Shattered Crew, or the...
Nope.
It's the others, right?
Well,
They're
technically,
the
if we
past.
leave the pieces of the rod in the mansion in the past, don't we technically have it in both times?
Won't work in the mansion. You'd have to leave it somewhere else because time in the mansion is moving at the same rate.
Right. Okay, well, we're not doing that. We're not gonna just fucking leave them somewhere. That would be wild.
Bad.
That was unexpected foreshadowing right there.
I
We'll get
hate
back to that topic
simulacrum
in
on
about
that.
10 minutes. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
for the first
that's
two
rough.
rod... Sorry. For the first two rod parts, Shabaka can already cast Commune. So if he was going to carry one of them, Arcane Gate seems like... Well, you can cast these whether you're Arcane or not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Cora
Found
casts
them fucking
commune
one
and
of
just
these.
flips off Strahd. Strahd in the afterlife.
Well,
Cora
I
doesn't
mean,
worship.
for you guys are back in time, so
Oh my gosh, what if she accidentally contacted like Miro? Oh gosh.
Or she pronounces the
Poor
spell and
Lord.
makes it commune instead of commune.
Commune? Commune? I probably said it incorrectly, actually. Might have to roll back the tape.
It's like a hippie enclave that she just casts.
Right.
I
Ooh,
cast
regenerate.
Enclave.
That's fun. You can grow back body parts.
Love that.
Oh gosh.
Fallon is not interested in these rod parts for anything other than what we need it the end goal.
Mm.
Mhm.
It's like I need
so
one hand for my sword and one hand for my shield. I don't give a shit about this thing.
is Shabaka then volunteering to carry Arcane Gate?
Yeah.
Ramses, do you want commune?
Sure, I can cast it, but I don't know that I'll even use the item. I'll just protect it.
Yeah, exactly. To say the least.
I guess it lets you do it without components.
Or a spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have.
I mean, it can be kind of annoying to keep casting that for the DM, but...
We just go, hey God, you up there?
Yeah.
We
So
just
gods
use it for that.
in this world don't really have much in the way of knowledge of time or the
Hey
future.
God,
So
what the fuck?
Except
Criminy.
Kronos.
I get that all the time.
What if we print
Yeah.
Or Silat. Ugh, why would we ask Kronos?
Oh, sorry, I meant Silat. Yeah.
So
He
let's
switched
see.
sides.
The comet fell
With sheer
75
anger, I
years.
just-
The comet fell 75 years before present.
Silat
So
doesn't even exist yet.
that's right.
That's fucked up. That's fine. Fallon doesn't fucking care.
So, gosh.
It's still funny to me that Fallon is technically a divine caster.
Like,
Yep.
Fallon is like literally will fight God.
So, but you guys currently don't have any way to communicate to your other characters what these things do yet. Not
Correct.
until everyone's back in the mansion.
Yeah, and then we'll tell them.
So, do we have
Brings
anything else
share
we
the
need to
big
do here?
news.
Back in no, I don't think so. I think you guys are caught up to the questions at the end of last session.
Okay.
And so you do head back to the mansion. Which group gets there first? Both groups have resolved their thing and are headed back.
Probably the ones that don't have to rescue a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
That sounds like it's gonna take a while.
So it's interesting because like rescuing them like the part of that plan, as you get back to the mansion here. Actually, we'll do a little something first. So you guys get back, and you're tired, and your spell slots are done. Where do you guys sleep? Mordenkainen's like,
Is this shattered?
Does he have rooms for
there's
us?
still the characters from
There's
last week.
actually, real quick, a very shockingly low amount of rooms in this mansion.
Not really.
Yes, I'm
It's
sorry.
My man's not prepared for guests.
Oh, there's a multi-holder bathroom here. I just grab me a magazine and just go in there and sit and read.
There is like a
This place has
a,
many
like,
more
servants'
toilets than
quarters
beds.
that we
There's a
can
hot
sleep in,
tub
I guess, over
upstairs.
here.
There's a
bed.
barracks in the basement, which would be the top left. That's right, where that red thing was.
Right here.
There's my room upstairs. There is a guest room, but I'm afraid there's not much beyond that. But what I have is yours.
There's 2 guest rooms. real quick.
Find yourselves just take any room you'd like. Set up your bunk. That's fine.
This one has a queen and a twin in it. This is very comical. I don't know
This is
why.
the funniest room in the world.
This
and
is
also,
the guest room.
That's the
I
family.
just-
There's a
That's
room
the family
here.
room where you put Junior.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
It's
do you want to
guests with children.
bunk together?
Of
Kep
course.
is more than happy to sleep down in the barracks.
Well,
Awesome.
there's
Which
also
room, Celine?
Awesome.
pointer. Where's the? There. There's also this here.
I mean, you can fit 3 people in here and 2 in here, so that's all of us.
Which one's Mordekainen's room? This one? This one or this one?
The left one. Yeah.
Oh, his
So I
pink
was
room.
assuming
Cool.
the purple one.
Yeah. Large bed, just himself. Yep.
And the big desk
Okay.
gave that
No
away.
children.
If
Yep.
Jules can find
Fireplace.
some way to get the pink bed, he's gonna go for it.
Yeah,
This
why
one?
not?
Okay.
Awesome.
He
Yeah,
will
you're a cat. You can curl up.
curl up in that one, in the circle.
Ah,
We put
Okay.
Kep and Hanan in the same room.
Either
Celine
that or
Jules
this-
and
Either
Aegis.
that or this pile of pillows here.
This place has a
I
ton of
could
bathrooms.
absolutely see Jules curling up on a pile of pillows. That's so cute.
He's got to scratch them out just right, you know.
He finds a cardboard box, just curls up in there. He's like,
Mm.
perfect.
Twirls in a circle, curls up, and makes a little Jules donut.
Is this a bed
There's
here?
so many more bathrooms than beds.
There's
by a
so
lot.
many
Yep.
Is
more
this a bed
bathrooms
here?
than beds.
I wonder what the
That-
food is.
That is like a.
bathrooms.
That one
It's
is like a
so
changing
funny.
table. I think beside that is an infant's
crib.
bed. Yeah.
Why don't Mordekainen have like a baby's room, but like 2 guest rooms?
I made it to order, but I gave the contractor some leeway.
I think Hanan's going to sleep on
Yeah,
his couch
dude.
right here and have this great view out of this window
I
or
think
whatever
our
it is.
contractor needed to take like 1,000 shits because he made so many bathrooms.
Right?
But only the thing that's so funny though is only 2 of them are near the bedrooms.
Yeah. Holy crap!
There's 2
There's a lot of
bedrooms.
bathrooms.
I mean,
Yeah,
And
the
this
main
makes that
floor
every other
has, like-
floor gets 4 minimum.
Yeah, 6 on like one of the main floors, and there's not even. Yeah.
Oh,
I
Oh,
I
wow.
personally
Yeah.
enjoy this kitchen right parallel to where like the toilet would be. So like you may get a whiff. Like the storage. No, I think
Like
it's
I
a
said,
storage and then
It makes me question the quality of the food.
Mhm.
If the bathrooms,
I'm
many
obsessed
bathrooms are
with
needed
this stick.
near the kitchen and the dining area.
I also
There's
appreciate the
6
gambling
bathrooms. I
area.
think that's a war room.
This looks like
that makes more
gambling.
sense.
Yeah, I
this
think that's the
is-
game
But
room.
I'm obsessed with these 6 toilets with one little tiny sink.
Yep.
4 toilets here with one little tiny sink.
8 in the basement.
And then
No
8
sink?
toilets
One
in the
sink?
basement with one little tiny sink.
That's a bigger sink.
Wow. But then you
That
have
is
this
not-
enormous, like,
Tub thing.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
and then
that looks amazing.
with 2 little private toilets right next to it, like
Yeah, hot
But,
tub
like,
there.
nurse potty.
There's 4 bedrooms here, and there's 2 toilets. I don't know why that kills me.
Yeah, it's the only place in the whole mansion there's a line at night.
Yeah. I'm like, this is badly designed. Also, the kitchen is up here, which is also
Chewbacca, why are you here?
fascinating. Chewbacca, what the fuck?
Chewbacca?
Sorry,
You're not even
Oh,
back
here.
yet.
Who moved Acacius? Who
He's-
moved Acacius?
He's
He
busting
said,
out
get
his
away
hair.
from him. Get
He's
away from
brushing
this
out his
strange
shaggy
man.
mane.
Chewbacca
He's
turns
brushing
you
out
all
his shaggy mane in the tub.
Can you all move your tokens to the room that they sleep in?
But I personally love Celine. Get away from that strange man. This one?
Hanan, why are you on a couch?
Because
Hey,
He wants to sleep on the couch. Yep.
he's sleeping on the
He
couch.
doesn't want
He's
to
used
sleep
to it.
like on this bed.
Isn't that I think that's Jules's.
Jules
No,
is sleeping on a
is
pile of
sleeping on
I
the
clothes.
think I'm
pillows.
going for the pile of
Sleep
pillows.
there.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Bonk,
Okay, good night.
why don't we take this
Or
room?
on this one? Okay. And then
and
we
then
leave
have
Hep.
the big bed with Hanan.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Have good sleep. Sleeps right smack in the middle of the big bed.
Right? And there's no
He's a
room on
big
either
guy.
side.
Yeah.
His feet still stick out the end a little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
No, they don't. I sleep sitting up.
Chewbacca, get the fuck out of there!
He
You
stretches
freak-
Oh
out.
my
Weirdo!
Okay, so Hep is now in the.
I bet this is for combat purposes. I'm gonna bet it now, though.
Yeah. That's
No, this is for logistical purposes because now you have to find rooms for your other group of characters.
Oh yeah. That's so we're in all the rooms. We didn't
Alright,
think
so
that.
now-
Oh, I did. I knew what I was
Sasha will
doing.
definitely be sleeping on the couch.
Sasha goes for the couch.
I guess
Yeah.
we're
He's got
relegated
nice
to here.
Into and play his lute or whatever he's attempting to learn how to play.
This is
Well-
the advantage of getting back to the mansion first, is you get the first pick of the room.
Fallon will sleep on the floor
hadn't
here,
thought about
but
the
she's
thing.
getting in front of the fire. But she's getting real annoyed with Sasha's bad loot playing.
I personally,
No, Heppel. Originally, I said Hep has no problem sleeping in the barracks. So
I forgot about
I'm
the barracks,
imagining
yes.
people sleeping with Hanan, though. This, like, in the same room as Hanan.
Just Fallon and Cora.
The worst!
We're just both staring at him.
He wakes up and Surya's just
Oh my god.
staring at him.
Hey, how come I got 2 Chewbaccas here?
I
Where'd
don't
Ramses
know.
go?
I tossed him in the top barracks. He's a
He's
priest. He
over
doesn't care.
Yeah, Fallon will probably go. in.
Where'd Chewbacca go?
I'm in the.
He's up in the
rooms
barracks.
below.
Yeah.
I would sleep probably.
So Sasha's on a couch. We all went to the barracks. Hep is also down here. And then Hanan has this little
he
bed with
doesn't-
Surya staring him down. Jules has a bag of pillows. This bed is empty. And then Acacius and Celine are over here.
If the pink
Hep
bed is
did
not
not
being used, I'll
communicate.
take it.
Use it.
No, the orange
This-
bed.
Oh,
Well,
Sasha's
This
on
is
the couch?
Mordekainen's.
That's all
This is
weird.
Mordekainen.
Because doesn't he also need to sleep?
Yeah, well, if no one's using it, Jules will take it.
And where is Exithanter sleeping? Does he sleep?
He does not. He hangs out in the library at night.
Why is Surya
God, Celine
there?
wishes she could just do that.
Why isn't serious?
He's
just
staring down
staring
Hanan.
at Hanan.
Yes.
Okay.
Creepy.
It's warlock to warlock behavior.
You can sleep in the
Warlock communication.
The
She's
fireplace
learning.
is warm, Surya, over there, you know, instead of staring at me from the foot of the bed like a cat I just had fixed.
It's just you just see orb. Just the orb.
I think this makes sense
Fallon
because
starts on the bed, but ends up sleeping on the floor.
I think because of our harrowing experience, the
Moves.
Strahd Slayers are more close together, and the others are like.
Except for Sasha, who just
Where the-
fucking was like, couch!
Oh yeah, Sasha, where the hell? Oh, you're way up there.
So, yeah, no, Fallon starts on the bed.
He's sleeping on the couch. He's
but-
got a big room all to himself with a fireplace, and for some reason, no one likes his music. So
I think
yeah,
like
and
halfway through the night, you think
Hep is
Hanan
with
and
us.
Jules will get annoyed with Surya and make Sasha come get Surya.
Surya and
Fallon-
Smedley there. Yep.
Fallon starts on the bed, and then eventually, because she's so much more used to sleeping on the ground from like traveling and camping and stuff, she just ends up on the floor with just like the pillow and wolf hum just like tucked under one arm.
Jules wakes up and sees Syria and does that cat jumping thing when they get scared by something.
like there's a cucumber.
Fur stands on end.
Cucumber. And he hisses at it.
Smedley will perch on Syria's head and say, you can go somewhere else, right? Somewhere else. Somewhere else.
The orb just spins, so now it's just rotisserie Schmedley.
Oh, jeez.
And Selena and Acacius have a fucking normal night because they're not
Yep.
weirdos.
They just braid hair and go to bed. With care like these, you have to braid it before you go to bed.
True.
Okay, so as this is where you guys are going to be, but Strahd Slayers haven't returned yet. But they do now. The front gate opens, and the first of them return with the entire crew from the Lambent Zenith, who are very impressed. Everyone comes through the door, and they're like, "Whoa!" And they're looking around, and they are going through like the main entrance to the mansion, which would be on the top right image near where the drawbridge is, coming in through the front. Very impressed because like on the other side of the
God, I
door
hate
there
that
was
thing.
obviously the ocean.
Here.
Yep.
Yes.
So they're all looking around, and the captain is like, "Okay, where are we now?"
Exithander comes out and says, "Hey." They're like, ah.
How's it
He
going?
doesn't. No, he's yeah.
Where's
So-
Mordekainen? He doesn't have a token.
Right, he is in the past. So let me get him one.
Alternate histories, and did you realize that the Cubs last won the World Series when
Did they have possession of a rod?
they had a possession of a rod?
Rod.
Yeah, exactly, a rod of bat baseballing or something.
That's really one of the rod parts of the rod of seven. One of the pieces of the rod of seven parts. It just makes you really good at baseball.
It's the rod of home runs.
Okay. Well, this is an interesting situation. I'm going to use this Wood Elf Wizard token for him for the time being.
Okay, so
So yeah, he comes up to the door
how
as,
many
as you guys come in.
how many people were on that crew?
Okay.
I want to say about
There's
9.
That's
Maybe
there
8,
was
'cause we got rid of the salad.
the more actually because there were 6 general sailors as part of it. So there's probably about 6 named NPCs and 6 sailors.
Right.
I guess we're with them.
Well, you know what? That's 12 people that we've saved
Yeah.
from certain.
So
death.
yeah, the captain who's Inda Malayuri, she's like she asks like where are we now? She's talking to you though. the characters who brought her here.
Fallon grunts.
Well,
I don't
Is
actually
anything else?
know.
this is our host, Mordenkainen. This is his mansion.
Yes. Well, welcome, I suppose. Sorry, who are these people?
They are the crew of the... What was the name of the ship again?
Lambent
Zenith.
Zenith.
Lambent Zenith.
Although at least one of them is actually not from that ship.
Oh, yes. Some
And so
most of them are from that
the
ship.
crew of the Lambent Zenith, and also Davros.
Yes.
He is also here.
We
Right.
we rescued them from their location as we had done so in the past, and right now, my head hurts. Anyway, they need to return to their time and place.
Well, I mean, we're still in their time, but I suppose a safer
We just need to drop them
location
off on
would be
land.
better. Okay. And yeah, they're like Davros is like, yes, anywhere will do. And Captain Malliuri is she's carrying the prosthetic wing, and she says, someplace with a, I guess someplace with a, you know, someplace I can buy some stuff. City maybe would be great.
Oh,
And Kysera, the orc cook, is like, Captain, do you mind if I stay here?
oh,
Oh
If
no.
if that would be okay with you, I just signed up on the Lambent Zenith for exploration, and well, this
We
looks
did not go her
fascinating.
way.
No, no, I've had enough of the sea. That's for sure.
Shabaka looks like he's like trying not to show how happy he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looks like a happy little schoolgirl right now.
He's trying not to though. He's trying to play it cool, but he's not succeeding.
I'm so cool, but
I think it would be fun to explore whatever it is you're doing. She says, and she does glance at you during when she says that.
Oh, he shyly looks away.
who me?
He looks behind him. Yeah.
Fallon is looking at
Captain
her with
Malliuri's like,
extreme
whatever, if they'll have you.
suspicion.
What was that?
Fallon is looking with extreme suspicion. Who's this fucking lady who wants to join us? The fuck?
We knew where they appeared in the past when they were returned without their ship, right? It was Waterdeep, wasn't it? Like
It was not specified.
Oh, it wasn't? Oh, I thought we
I
had
mean,
known
I
that
figured
in
we
the
just drop
history.
them off at Waterdeep. Why
Yeah.
not?
Seems like it makes sense.
That's an easy one.
Captain Malliuri is like thrilled with Waterdeep. Yeah, that'd be super.
Cool.
Oh, okay. He goes over to Mordenkainen and goes, if someone from this past time comes with us as we move forward in time, does that break anything?
Nope. No, that should be fine. They'll come with us. They'll make the jump.
And then Shabaka says to her, are you sure you don't have any... We're traveling through time.
There's
Do
no
you have
going
any
back.
connections to people in your time? He says to her.
I did at one point. I lost them. And that's when I left home and began my voyage of exploration.
Oh,
Maybe I'll tell you about that someday, but today is not that day.
okay. He goes, oh, well, I guess, and then he looks around to the rest of the group and says, are we, Is everybody okay with that?
Mm.
He sort of just nodding his head unconsciously.
Yeah. Please?
Alan just
Looking
kind
for
of
friendly
shrugs,
faces.
doesn't really care.
Okay.
I have no particular judgments, but and then she doesn't continue. But it's a if Shabaka was more in line with the romantic things, you could probably catch some signals that she's like tossing his way about it.
I'll earn my
He does
keep.
not get it.
I'll earn my keep. Do you have a cook? If not, I assure you, you'll be most pleased with the results.
Oh. If I don't know who actually tried her cooking, but I think it was just
You and
Sasha
Sasha,
and
I
I.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It definitely is very good. You'll definitely like it.
I'm good with the sword too. I just don't do it very often.
Cool.
Fallon still looks deeply suspicious, but she also like doesn't care enough to make a deal out of it.
Anything.
Great.
Ramses is indifferent. As long as she stays here and in Mordekainen's house while we do the majority of the things we need to do.
Mordenkainen looks at you, taps his nose. Like it's like a secret. I'll keep an eye on her type gesture.
Okay. Fallon actually is more on board if Mordekainen said he'll keep an eye on her.
Cool.
Cool. And so yeah, Mordenkainen moves the door back to the yawning portal. And
Let them all out into the bar.
yeah.
That'll be
Opens
All
it
these
up.
fucked up shipwrecked sailors just stumble into the bar like what?
And
12 people out of a random door that wasn't there a moment ago.
Shabaka sees like, do you have any of your treasures or anything, or was that lost in the shipwreck?
Only what I could carry.
He's talking to the whole crew.
All right. Yeah, only what we could carry, and nobody's really carrying too much, other than Captain Maliuri, who's carrying her wing.
So they don't look like they have much coin to their name, then.
Pouches, but not backpacks. Yeah.
Okay, Shabaka offers them some money to get them started.
Huh.
And he
Captain's is impressed by that. It's like,
and he makes sure that
Thank you.
Kysera sees it.
Myra. It was pure until it was not.
Fallon rolls her eyes.
He throws.
Yep.
How many people are there?
Call
11, I
it
think,
12.
if
Well,
she's staying.
11, yeah. 11 then.
So he shells out 12 people, 6. Not that much.
I only have 2 gold,
300.
but it's yours.
He hands out 300 gold worth.
We also brought a lot of treasure back with us that we never actually dealt with selling or anything, so
Would they like some electrum?
like remember we
have
had
to.
that
No, just
fucking
kidding.
massive
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah, the piles of coins.
We do have over 6,000 electrum, 3,000 silver, 500 gold, 6 war picks, 8 war hammers. We have bloodstones and bronze crowns and chalcedonies and citrines and crucibles.
Shabaka's
she's
like,
a lot of shit.
Shabaka's like
We
looking
have
around,
to
going.
sell
He,
it.
Some baubles and doodads and whatnot.
Shabaka's holding his hands out, looking at you, going, "What?" He's trying to make himself look good, and you're.
Yeah.
Cora has this like list. She whips out a list.
Yeah. The captain grabs like one of those items and says, "I think this one was mine," and just pockets it.
A citrine, maybe.
Yeah, a citrine. Go for that. Then, yep.
And a warhammer. Like she's just like, you know what?
I had it signed by this maid from back in.
She's actually not bothered at all by any loot that you've taken. That was more of a like she doesn't actually care about the citrine either. It was more of a passive aggressive comment than anything else. But that's where it's gonna end.
I mean, that's all shit we got from the Amber Temple.
Oh, that okay. I thought we were talking about some of the stuff we found on the ship. Yeah, okay.
No,
No.
yeah,
That's
That was our fucking.
if
Like,
that was stuff we had
part
got
of-
from the ship, Cora would have gave it to them.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
No, that was all
Okay,
shit we
never
got
mind,
from the
then
fucking Amber Temple.
that
when
didn't
we
happen.
raided the Amber.
She will still give them a citrine if they're like, that one's pretty. You can have that.
Exithander
Sounds good.
comes out of the library and goes, "Hey, what the fuck? That's
That's
mine."
Yeah, no,
Okay,
he
holy
does not
shit.
show his face during this little changing of the guard.
So,
I
I
figured.
don't think he wants to freak
Sounds
anybody
smart.
out.
Aw.
Aw.
Aw. Our pet lich. Aw.
Mhm.
He's our
So-
friend.
Before you guys head off and like move through time, you need to figure out there's some other stuff we got to figure out. There is kind of settling on what your next time frame is going to be. There is the anchor, the nice bottle of booze that's currently sitting on the table that is to be returned to the yawning portal. Does
Right.
everybody remember what that is?
Yeah,
The anchor?
that's our anchor. Our
That's our
time
anchor.
Yep.
If you were to
Um,
explain what the whole process is, I will get confused. But yes, I do remember the anchor.
Right.
To
Okay,
the
cool.
banter,
So
the considerate lich. Okay. Go ahead.
yeah, so you open it up into that. You've given them some treasure, and they wander off into the yawning portal. And your rescue job is done. Kysera does stay behind.
Alan-
She says, where can I set up my stuff?"
upstairs on this floor.
Well, there is a
Right
kitchen in the
here.
basement as well. Is there multiple
isn't-
kitchens?
No, it's just the one.
No, there's one upstairs,
Is there?
Is there?
and there's one in the basement.
There's a kitchen upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah, there's one right
right
across from
here.
our rooms,
Oh,
and then there's another one.
that is a
right there.
kitchen.
It's a very cute little
Whoa.
kitchen, and then there's the barracks
Yeah.
kitchen downstairs.
Multi
Most of
kitchen.
what she cooks is probably going to be in that upper one, but
Is there
Yeah.
3 kitchens? Hello. Wait a second. There's
Where's
one
the
here.
third
There's
one?
one here.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
there's
the
Oh,
one
that's
kitchen on
a
every
huge
floor.
kitchen. What the fuck?
And an absolute shit ton of toilets.
Yeah.
And it's just
That's
so many
probably
toys.
why.
And then there's like 3 bedrooms. I'm baffled by this floor plan.
Yep. And there's one
probably
stairwell
pretty-
as well on the inside of things. Like the guard
probably-
towers aren't connected to the main rooms. And
Probably
there's one
pretty pumped
stairwell
about
in the
this
main
huge,
rooms.
nice kitchen.
Weird.
Well,
I mean, that will be where she is most of the time.
2
Let's-
stoves.
Don't see anything there that's really great for sleeping, but
I mean,
So-
there is
Well, she can just
this,
come
and then
down
it
to
goes
the barracks.
downstairs. Yeah.
yeah.
Like, there's
Considering
still
that's where
empty
we
bedrooms.
are, Shabaka and all
Yeah.
of us are going to be down there when we sleep too. So
Fair enough. She'll set
Except
herself
for
up in a
Sasha,
bunk
who's
down
on the
there.
couch.
the Prasad, who's there? Yeah, the gosh.
Fallon wants to ask Mordekainen about something.
Yes, so this is exactly when that will happen. So we can deal with that how we'd like. Would you like to talk about it now, or would you like to talk about it offline? But
yes,
this
it's
is when that
not-
happens.
Not the thing that I had messaged you about. It's not that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
unrelated. Fallon wants. Don't worry about that, guys. No, Fallon wants to ask
Famous last words.
Mordekainen about because she loves her sun sword, but if we encounter something that is resistant to radiant damage, she is fucked.
Mm.
So she is asking, she needs some sort of alternate weapon to
Nope.
use in that rare case.
Yeah, no one be alarmed that I used an Aboleth token for Kysera. I just couldn't find anything more appropriate, and I thought that'd be
This isn't
fun.
real. Oh,
It
this
is,
is not
it is,
real.
it is not foreshadowing. It is nothing like that. I
Whoa!
just thought it'd be funny.
I was just about
Didn't
to
she
do
have a
this.
token?
she didn't have a token as a non-combatant, and I looked up orc, and it was like this. I don't
Red
know. It
alert.
wasn't appropriate anyway. So
Yes,
I thought this would be funny.
An aboleth was more appropriate. Okay, got it.
That's your middle name is Aboleth. They thought it was pretty.
Can you upload custom tokens to this?
You think
Can. You have to create a custom monster to do it, I think.
That sucks.
Yep. So
For
I'm pretty sure I'll be
non-combat
able to
things,
sort
you
it out between sessions, but I'm not going to do it right now.
Cool.
No, yeah, it's just that sucks for like characters that wouldn't be in combat, like much like Mordekainen, Exothanter, her.
Yeah, you need like a blank token type thing. It's like this is nothing, and I just want to override its name and token.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Yep. Cool. Okay.
Just orc blood runner kind of doesn't, or orc god color. I mean, doesn't look too bad. Or orc rampart. A little masculine, but
right.
Oh,
I don't have that.
It's not in your token library. Okay.
Yep. Not sure where that is.
Yeah, where do these all come from?
I don't have the rampart either.
Oh yeah, I guess it's a D&D Beyond library thing.
Yeah.
anyway. Yes,
Sorry, continue.
Fallon wants to ask Mordekainen about acquiring a weapon, alternate weapon to use. If we run into anything that is resistant to, or God forbid, immune to radiant damage.
Does it do
Or
slashing
God
plus
forbid, and
radiant?
this is completely unrelated to anything, heals itself from radiant damage.
Oh
Right,
god.
there you go. Yeah. Does it do slashing plus radiant, or is all the
No,
damage it does radiant?
It's all
Okay.
radiant, which means that all of her damage is radiant.
Right.
That's why I'm like, Fallon's
Doesn't-
kind of fun. That's a problem.
Doesn't Sasha have
You can
like
always fight
3 extra weapons or something?
Oh, Sasha's like a junk man. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, he's got
Got, like, a rapier or
a
something?
hand
But,
axe.
like, we also have
a short
money,
sword
so if
and a
Fallon
rapier.
can find a cool weapon, she'll just do that.
He's got a hand axe +1, a rapier +1, and the Crusader's short sword. Plus
That's
a
the one he
dust
uses.
he
so.
can't use, unfortunately. But he's gonna try to use it.
Okay.
What does it do?
The Rapier +1 is the only thing in there that I would consider, but Fallon's gonna try and find a better weapon if she can.
Well, not good enough for you. Okay.
No, her Sunsword's a +2 weapon.
Mm.
She does have a +2 dagger, but that's
Yeah, there's a +2 dagger in play.
Weapon.
yeah, it's on her
Damn.
character sheet. But that's kind of a wild thing to jump from her Sunsword to a +2 dagger.
I'm afraid swords aren't really my thing. I don't collect any. I don't think there's anything here, but
Do you know
I mean,
where
as-
I can get some sort of enchanted sword? Just basic enchantment.
I
Something
got
that
this
can-
bottle of rum that can give you ideas about that.
fact is, those things move around through history like you wouldn't believe. I'm not particularly familiar with this time zone. By the time,
Well, do you not know
I
any
was-
magic shops or anything?
oh, we could find something in Waterdeep, I'm sure. There are a few. Yes, I don't know that they'd have anything quite so comparable to your wonderful blade that you have.
No,
There.
there's nothing comparable to the Sun Sword.
Oh, I was gonna say. it
she
is
looks at him like, how dare you even fucking suggest that? She loves her Sun Sword. It's literally a sentient weapon. She's like, it can't you're not getting compared to that.
1 second.
Basically, like, if you could find a +2 sword, rapier, that'd be cool. Essentially is what I'm looking for.
Right.
Man,
Mm,
let's see if I can find this weapon.
Imagine buying stuff.
That's some cool stuff.
We have so much money and we never buy anything, so I said, you know what? I want a fucking backup sword.
There's a shop called the Curious Past in Waterdeep that does contain things like that. They serve the Harpers fairly frequently, so they do inventory
Thanks.
and in weapons. I can't say they'd have anything that quite compares to what you're looking for, specifically because you're looking for a specific blade at a specific level. They usually have something of note there.
Cool. I'll take a look. Fallon will tell Cora that she's going back into town to grab some stuff.
And
Okay.
as you're kind of looking out from the past into the yawning portal, roll insight.
Okay, Fallon's not bad at this. I got really worried for a second, but that's a different character. Fallon is fine. Nope. 13. That's rough.
Yeah,
Her passive insight is 15.
Yeah. You're getting something off the bartender, Durnan, but you can't tell what.
He waggles his eyebrows at you.
Looking
I don't like
for.
that.
He's looking for the next big thing to hang up in his tavern.
Are you
Well, didn't you
carrying
just
the
bring-
head?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you just bring him the big head?
Cora wanted to bring him the next big head.
Big giant head.
Okay.
Anyway, Fallon tells Cora she's gonna go out in case Cora wants to come or
Yeah, Cora would come.
wants to tell other people because let's be real, Fallon isn't gonna tell anyone else.
Well, Cora would tell Ramses and then want to come with.
Right?
Fuck yeah. Let's go shopping.
Let's go shopping. Come on. But yeah, Cora will also like, hey, for Durnan, she's like, the next big thing is here.
Oh, well, that's mighty kind of you, miss. I very much appreciate your gifts. Now you roll insight.
Why are you stuttering?
Mhm.
3 was 7.
No.
Hey, is Ramses there? Is he coming with us?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm here.
Does he get to roll insight too?
Yes, you do. Yep.
Oh,
Thank Christ.
hold on. Let me switch over. Ramses.
Cora, just why are you stuttering?
Yeah, he's acting weird as shit and I don't like it.
Ramses. Sorry.
Music make the world go around.
Go round the world, go round. Here we go. Ramses, here we go. Find him. Insight rolls. Oh, well. 27.
Not bad.
That's
Oh,
so much
yeah.
better than both of us.
Added together. Yeah. So.
10 times by 2.
No, added together.
Added together.
Yeah.
Zero. So yeah, he's definitely. So there's a couple things about him. One is he's dodging eye contact,
With-
and 2 is that he's got a bruise on his head.
Who punched him? So rude.
Sorry, this is who?
Someone dented his
Durnan, the
game.
bartender in the yawning portal.
Durnan.
Hey, how did your head get dented?
Oh, it's,
Suddenly everyone's here. Yeah.
And he looks like side to side, and he's like, oh, let's see, some woman came by and was asking about you. I didn't know nothing, right? So I didn't say nothing. I swear, it's just. Well, I did say I didn't know nothing, but then she bumped my head on the bar a few times, and well, I told her some stuff, and I don't remember much after the bonking, so I don't really remember what I told her.
What did she look like?
Oh, red hair, pretty tall.
Does that sound familiar to us?
Well, the only one from the past that would match that description would be the Ireny's demon from Web's
Oh,
Edge.
well, it's probably her.
Yeah.
Could be.
I was gonna say, you seem to be a pretty formidable fellow. Letting some random woman just bounce your head off the bar top a few times. That doesn't seem to be in character for you. So she had to be
Alan
pretty.
looks at Sasha and
it-
goes,
I
"Random
think that'd be in
woman?"
character for both of us.
Yeah.
It's yeah. No, I am formidable. I do like to think so, but she's more formidable.
Alan looks unimpressed. Formidable?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're talking a demon, you know. A demon walks in the door and bounces your head off the bar a few times. You're just gonna
Demon?
take it. I would.
A demon?
Maybe.
Oh,
Hey, Sasha, you share too much.
oh, explain
So
a
you
lot.
did say Renier.
But he just said
Sasha,
she was
if
tall
you
and red
could
hair. Yeah.
Do me a favor and stop talking. That would be great.
I
Who
didn't
told
reveal anything.
him we were
Someone
going
else
out?
already revealed, my dear.
He's like, I can't.
Alan looks at the other two and goes, "Who told him that we were going out?"
I think he
I
may
did-
have followed Ramses.
Fair.
I didn't know it wasn't
Heard there was beer
allowed
involved.
to come out. Right?
To be fair,
Fair.
carrying a
Was-
large head of a creature isn't exactly stealthy of me, either.
No.
True.
I
Or
mean, we weren't
uncommon.
sneaking, just
Don't cast me in a poor light when you guys draw attention to yourselves regardless.
Mm.
Hey, how would the Iranian know what time we were in now? Real
How
quick.
long ago
It
was
has
it?
been a while. That's right.
That's why I'm like, I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Was she alone? Or was she with other people?
Looked like she was alone to me.
Alright.
That's the
Well,
weirdest
we'll
way
have
of
to
answering
keep
that
our
question,
eye
because
out
knowing
for her.
D&D, it makes sense.
I'm right sorry about it.
Well, you didn't tell her anything,
So-
did you?
Well,
He doesn't
I don't
remember if he
remember.
did, Fallon. His
Hmm.
memory was likely wiped,
Let the man speak.
or his head was injured enough.
I
Let
think
the
it
man
was just the
speak.
head. Like I said, I got bonked pretty hard.
I'll touch his head and heal him.
Oh, mighty kind of you, sir.
Of course. Can't leave you having a bashed head because of us.
Well, you did bring me a new bashed head, though, didn't you?
I did.
Should I replace the old one, or does this one go somewhere else?
Actually, I wonder if this one should replace that one, because I fear that one might be attracting the wrong kind of attention.
Right. I see what. No, I don't see, but I'll take that under advisement for sure. I'll get this one up. That one. What should I do with the old one?
Didn't you want to take it, Cora?
Yes.
You can make a stew, I guess. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Oh,
It's
how long has it
stuffed.
been sitting there? No.
No, it's been stuffed and preserved.
Yeah, but you're not going to put a stuffed preserved thing in your stew.
No, you are not.
There's orcs around here, they don't care.
Yeah, Ramsey's like,
No.
I'm not eating that. Just straight up. Nope.
Straight up,
Fallon-
not having it.
If it
Not
smelled
having
good,
it.
she'd consider it. But
Start eating good berries.
Okay. Since like most of you are there, why don't we assume that all of you are coming along?
So
Easy enough.
And yeah, so let's get to this place.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
The what did I call it? The Curious Past, which is a real place apparently that serves the Harpers.
Cool.
And yes, you go there, and whoops. And everyone that comes to the place roll a percentile die.
Percentile die.
Mm-hmm.
21.
That's a 99, baby.
Woo!
That's a very interesting number to roll.
Okay. Oh,
I
here
mean,
it
are
is.
we all going? I might as well.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I said.
Okay.
Yep.
3.
21. 3. 62. 53. I think that's everybody. Yeah, okay. They have Wraps of Unarmed Power, +1. So it's a bonus to, it's like a +1 weapon for your unarmed attacks. They have no, they don't. I want whoever rolled 21 is a reroll. Cora, reroll.
Okay, will do. We don't like 21 apparently, guys.
Nope.
No.
How about 28?
Not better. Too close. Don't roll anything between 19 and 28.
I'm very curious about what this 21 and 28 thing is. You're gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to tell me.
Later on.
83.
83. There you go. Okay. Wraps of Unarmed Power. We have Adamantine Armor, half plate.
Ooh. Cool.
We have a Quiver of Elona, which is a wondrous item. We have a Potion of Hill Giant Strength, which increases your strength to 21 for an hour. And we had a Trident of Fish Command.
Past tense.
Have, sorry.
Have. I was like, had?
Yep.
Well, we are in the past.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
So
we got
there's no
wraps, armor, half plate, hill giant strength. What was the other two?
Quiver of Alone.
Quiver of Elona and Trident of Fish Command.
That's it.
Oh, Quiver can
Alan
hold
is very
javelins.
grumbly that she couldn't find what she wanted.
Mm-mm.
And quarterstaffs or spears. That's pretty cool.
Adamantine armor.
And it was half plate. Adamantine half plate. Which is medium. 15 plus dex, max 2, disadvantage on stealth.
15.
I have breastplate right now as Cora.
So this would be one more than that. And breastplate, what's the dex modifier?
+2. So
It's
that's
2? Okay,
actually
yeah.
better than what I have for sure.
Isn't your breastplate the Surya thing?
No, the shield is.
Oh.
So okay, so like it flavor wise, she can tinker that to be added on. That's her alchemist thingamabobby.
Yeah,
If we're
yeah.
talking about the additional things that she can add for being an alchemist, she can change those back and forth. She's not stuck to one armor thing. But yeah, she would need to transfer Surya's plates to the adamantine for sure.
I have a really good list of magic item prices, if I can just...
And also, being immune to
Find it.
crits kind of sounds nice to Cora right now.
It sure
Right?
does. That's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cora's
Hey,
interested in that.
Logan,
I
you're the
don't. I already
lucky
forgot what
recipient
everything
of
else
my
was. I'm
Prime
not gonna
sub
lie.
this
So
month.
Trident of Fish.
Wraps of
Command.
unarmed power, adamantine half
monk weapon,
plate
basically.
armor, Potion of Hill Giant Strength, Quiver of Alona, and Trident of Fish Command.
The Quiver of Alona is. I don't actually remember what the Quiver of Alona is off the top of my head. That's just you just.
Question.
I think
Does
Shabaka just read it out.
no, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, what? The Quiver of Alona?
What was the?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It has it can hold more things than just arrows. It can hold like quarterstaffs and javelins, and so if anybody has any, those kind of weapons and or like needs to throw things occasionally, it could be pretty useful.
Hill giant strength, by the way.
I was like, oh, giant strength.
Yeah, it was hill.
It'll leave
and
your,
Alona
it'll leave
is
your
spelled
enemies
EH.
quivering.
EHLONA. Okay, question.
The
Mhm.
J.
Does my bite attack count as an unarmed attack?
It wouldn't for wraps. Wraps go around your
Damn
wrist. So yeah. Now these are fist attacks specifically. The Quiver of Alona, it costs 1,000 gold. The adamantine.
Looking at which one.
Costs base armor plus 500 gold.
Okay, that can be done.
The-
Trident of Fishman is interesting because then you just like you just you just cast Dominate Beast. That's so silly.
It costs 800 gold. And yeah. Warning that like you might have just passed the time to use it.
Right?
Yeah, no kidding.
And wraps of unarmed power were not a 5e thing before 2024. So,
Hold on, I'm looking at something real freaking fast. Because you know what I just realized?
Yes.
It's a non-attunement based item. I could put it on Surya number 2, and he could just whack someone.
with which is?
Wraps of unarmed
Oh,
power.
the wraps. Yeah.
Because
There-
he doesn't.
Yeah, I suppose you could. Actually, does it? It might not say unarmed for him. It might.
It
I
might
don't
say
know.
well because
might be a weapon attack.
NPC stat blocks never will say unarmed. Like
Yeah.
ever will say unarmed, even if it is unarmed. Like imagine a vampire is like scratching at you. That's unarmed for sure, but it's a weapon attack.
Right.
So it's up to DM fiat. I'm more interested
my
in
bite,
the,
I think, is also technically a weapon attack, but
Yeah.
it's a bite.
I'm more
Right.
interested in the adamantine though. So let me research how much a
The wraps
half plate is.
are
I think it's
1,000 gold.
750
The wraps are
for
1,000.
half plate.
Yeah, so it's 1250 for the adamantine half plate.
In rules as written, adamantine is not really that great.
But
Apart from
I am
the
a
lack of no
simulacrum.
crits?
I'm a simulacrum, and if I get crit, I'm dead.
Sorry, what? It doesn't. It prevents crits now?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it
you
has
can't be
been.
critted.
Always has.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Oh, yeah, it's great.
I didn't think.
Yeah.
I don't remember reading that. I was looking at them before and thinking, wow, this doesn't do much.
Yeah, actually, I was
Also-
thinking about getting it for the thing, but
Fallon.
Mhm.
So she sees you kind of moping about not able to get a weapon that you're looking for. And
I'm not
They're-
moping, you're grumpy.
you're kind of moping.
I'm not moping. You're moping. Yeah.
I have something that you actually gave me that I could give back to you if you're so worried.
Oh, it was mithril that I was thinking of that was not useful.
not useful.
This dagger, it's weighted for what you're looking for. The +2?
I'm pretty sure I have the +2 dagger on my character sheet.
You gave it to Cora.
I forgot to take it off my character sheet then.
Whoa!
But-
Or we have two now.
No.
No. I definitely just forgot to take it off my character sheet.
But so Cora, of course, reoffers that.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Of course. So
yeah,
she'll
Fallon will
give
take it.
the +2 dagger back to Fallon. And Cora will go ahead and dig into our cash money to get to spend the 1250 to get the adamantine with the blessing of the party.
Remember to subtract it from
You
something.
can trade the magic
Yeah.
components for that, possibly.
No,
I
because
mean,
we
there's
don't have that.
also all the silver and gold and
That's
electrum and
Acacius.
stuff.
That's Acacius and all of them that have that. We don't
Oh.
have that.
They'll keep it separate. Yeah, never mind.
So yes,
Going back to sleep.
I know for a fact how much money we have. I will take care of it. It's 1250, correct?
1250. That's right.
Okay,
And
so
and
we got it.
Ramses is all for it.
Okay, because we got all sorts of stuff that we can do that for. Do they take gems, or will
They
it
do.
have to be? Okay,
Yep, at face
then I'll
value.
do that.
I do. Sorry, go ahead. Chewbacca.
I'm just wondering, do bracers of defense work with someone using mage armor?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
They don't
kind of
stack
the
with armor.
Do you think it would be cheating to trade an item between between our groups? I guess we can't really do that because we're
We
in different
can't.
we
times.
can't.
No,
we're
you
in different
can't, yeah.
times.
That's too bad. 'cause
Yeah,
we used
so
to really
I'm
use
glad
that.
you brought that up. That's foreshadowing for something we're going to deal with soon.
Okay.
I said that once earlier tonight, actually. How about that?
Thought about that.
Oh.
Think about that. Think about that.
So Sasha has this DOS loot that he probably should get rid of in deference to something that's going to be helpful. Unless someone else has use for DOS loot.
No.
A bard, in other words.
Only Acacius, who's not here.
So yeah. There's that.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's something we'll be dealing with pretty soon.
Oh my gosh! You broken record.
I would like to make a case for the wraps of unarmed power. Does not specify it has to be fist attacks, and my bite attack is specified as being an unarmed strike.
She just wants to be able to
You're gonna
bite
get
people.
me
too.
on the
Oh my
rules as
gosh.
written thing, are you? Okay, let me take a look at this.
I just want to bite people harder.
Very well. You ridden this round.
Yay. Okay, how much are those?
1,000.
Cora, can I have some money from the stash? I only have 378 gold.
Cora starts stacking Electrum.
Thank you.
You can tell like the clerk behind the counter who's like looking at you stacking Electrum in exchange for these items is like, they're like not gonna back out of the deal, but they're like quite annoyed.
This
It's
is
like the
the same energy as when I was working at the mall and a guy with his two kids tried to pay $50 in quarters
Oh,
during
jeez.
Christmas
No.
season.
No, go away.
We'd already said okay because we didn't realize that he was
Yep.
spending 50. Well, he was like, "Can we pay with quarters?" And we thought it was like $5. And then he was like, we got to the front and he was at like a bag of quarters, and we were like, okay.
Oh my god.
And I gave up counting them and was like, I'm just gonna take his word for it. Bye.
Yeah.
And you know what?
I'm
It was
literally
pretty much
losing money
exactly
as you pay
$50
me.
later, so
Right?
it worked out.
Yep, good. But that is exactly the feeling you're getting here. Yep.
Yeah. So that all right.
How the hell am I gonna carry this? So, anything else anyone's interested in?
Well, like I said, I got this DOS loot to get rid of. I'm trying to figure out something helpful.
Will they buy it?
Huh?
They will
Would
buy
they
it.
buy it?
They will do it at 75% at store credit or 50% in gold. And the DOS loot, let me just dig that up.
Cora, should I take money out of my inventory, or are we using the...
No, just take it directly from this.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Trade it for a cloak of protection.
There isn't one of those here. Only the stuff that is rolled.
Assuming that we are
Roll,
buying
so.
these items, I think it would actually do
Oof.
us and you very good if we don't have to count out this many electrum.
I don't
He
know.
looks at the loot and he says, if you give me that loot, you can have all the rest of that stuff for free.
What's the rest of that stuff?
Everything that everyone is buying.
Trident. Oh.
The wraps
what,
and
stuff
that
that we
half
just
plate.
paid for?
The stuff that you just paid for. Yep.
And the quiver.
He's like, please don't give me the electrum.
Yeah.
Wait, I just did math, and for what?
Roll insight. We'll give it to Sasha first, and then everyone else can take a look. Sasha, you get it. Yeah, he's underselling you. This item is valuable.
The DOS loot is like incredibly expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to rip it
Maybe
off.
for that stuff, and perhaps you would have a nice diamond.
I'm sure I can find something. One moment, please. And he disappears
How
into the back.
How much is one of those things normally worth?
Diamond is worth 5,000 gold pieces. I don't know what the rest of the scrap is worth.
Wait, hold on to diamonds. We can use that for a spell component.
No, he's
Yeah,
trying
so
to
he's-
buy a
he's
diamond.
getting a
Trying to
diamond.
Not an ornamental diamond. You're talking about like a 300 gold piece. We bring someone back from the dead diamond.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking a different kind of diamond entirely.
Like the D&D rules, 5,000 gold piece diamond.
I think you will find this one very satisfactory. Market price for a diamond like this is 6,000 gold. Plus the items that you've already bought for free.
See, he honestly doesn't really know what the DOS loot is worth, but he knows he can read a person, and he knows that person thinks it's worth a lot.
Because he
So
shoveled
he's
that electrum pieces back
just
at us.
hoping
And
he's
he's
striking at the right price. All right, so he looks at the diamond. Is it legit worth like 6,000 gold?
How would you tell?
I don't know.
It looks nice.
I feel like
It looks
Cora,
nice. As
might-
diamonds.
Cora, could you look at this?
I can
Like,
do
just
my utmost, but I'm much more familiar with
virtue of-
aquamarine.
but just
not
by
like-
virtue of being a material girl, like
Material girl. This is a different subset of things, I believe. A jeweler.
Roll a d20, just a straight d20.
A 7! No, it's not 1. Why does it
That
a 7
one.
is upwards, but there's a 7. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Really weird looking.
Like a perception
you
thing
have
I can
no
do,
clue.
looking at the diamond and make sure it's not like glue.
For a moment,
Can
you
I,
don't
like-
believe that the item in this person's hand is a diamond.
can I insight check the guy?
Insight check the
can.
diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond, what are you?
Well, that's a 10. So no.
Yeah, his offer is sincere, and he believes that this has value.
Is there
Fancy.
any indication in
No,
the
we're
gem
better
itself
insight.
that would give it, a chance of saying, is not real, or is it because like some diamonds are worth a lot of money, other diamonds are not. Like industrial diamonds are crap, right?
Mhm. So Cora has her doubts about the diamond. It looks like a diamond to you, and a somewhat fancy one, but you have no idea as to its actual value.
Based on my expertise, Sasha, that this doesn't even look like a diamond at all. It's just glass.
The The person behind the counter just sighs. Can we get a second opinion?
Perhaps
I mean,
we could
Fallon would
prevail
look at it,
upon.
but she.
Sasha goes. Perhaps we could prevail upon the provider of our lodgings. Maybe they might know.
Is there not
Oh,
a
I
jeweler
don't- he's
on
not
this
with
street
us.
we can go and ask?
I do enjoy when sophisticated customers come to my store, and I enjoy other customers as well.
The simpletons
We're the other.
are more enjoyable,
I
aren't they?
feel like
Yes.
I should be offended by that.
Man,
Real quick,
I wish I
The, the
might-
offer,
but-
the offer that I have
No.
made. This is. I don't know how to say it
Just-
more clearly. This is a real diamond. It is
Sasha.
one that I personally arranged the purchase of for 6,000 pieces of gold. I feel that I got a good deal. You may have it
he's
in addition
lying-
to these goods for the loot. And
If he's lying
afraid
and it
there's
turns
not
into a
much else
diamond,
we can do.
If
What's
he's
that?
lying and it's not a diamond, we can just come back and fuck him up. So take it.
Fallon, that's
Yes.
not something we normally say in shop fronts, even if he was cheating us. Thank you, though.
As she says, the
Fallon's just
yes,
wrapping the wraps around her hand. She's like, what? Is quick question: is it wraps of
Should you
power or
return,
prowess?
for the record,
'Cause
there
these
will
are
be
two
guards
separate
here.
items.
Power.
Thank
I
you.
think.
You'll need it.
Power. Okay.
Yeah. So, are you taking this alleged diamond or what?
He doesn't know any better, right?
Yeah, take it. We can just beat the shit out of him if he lied to us.
Fallon!
Ramses is like, what?
Wow. Okay.
Gosh. Dang.
This guy is sincere that he actually spent 6,000 gold pieces on this gem.
He seems to be. Yep. So he also mutters under his breath. He's like, "Oh, I'm taking tomorrow off."
The-
Don't worry, we won't even be in the same time zone tomorrow.
Trade. I'll deal. I'll here. You look like a nice enough fellow.
There you go. He hands it over, and it's real. So and its value is 6,000 gold, and you get all the other items you were interested in covered as well. So you don't need to subtract money for them.
Okay.
I'll put it
So we
back.
took the
Yay, I
wraps,
fight harder.
the plate, the diamond, and did you
Quiver,
say you took the quiver?
if we're getting
Did
it
we?
for free, then yeah.
Well, that was
Sure.
Oh. All right.
because I don't think he was saying take whatever you want for free. He was saying the things you were buying already.
Well,
For free?
Shabaka had.
What's
He
the
had
name of the
mentioned it.
vendor again?
What's that?
What is the name of the vendor? This guy the shopkeeper.
Curious Past is the shop. The owner's name is Coleon. Choleon.
CHOLEON. Coolion's Diamond. That's what I'm gonna name this.
That makes sense.
All right,
Fallon
done.
grins and her teeth look sharper.
She just bites on the wraps to keep them like you just see these bite marks on the wraps. By the end of the day, she's like really going for it. It's like a football kind of
Yeah,
strap.
she
to
got
keep
she
between
put
your
the wraps on, which honestly looked pretty fucking killer with her whole vibe.
You guys
She's ready to punch
conclude your business here, and you head back to the yawning portal with no idea that the list price of the instrument of the bards, Das Loot, is 28,500 gold.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
we got ripped
know.
off.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, did we get the Trident of Fish Command too?
Mm-mm.
No,
I got all that shit.
No,
no.
Yes.
No.
we
No.
Yeah,
didn't.
nobody wanted the trident, so it didn't happen.
And
Oh, I thought we had the whole list. All right.
No, it's only the stuff you wanted to buy. Yeah,
Oh,
that you
gotcha.
expressed interest in. Plus, grudgingly, the quiver at the last minute.
Yeah, but it's still
Yeah.
making a ton of extra cash. So
Yep. He did well on there, but you guys got what you wanted too, plus a big diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also got our fucking ripped off like crazy, and we're still stuck with all this electrum.
But I'm happy.
The worst part, yeah.
It takes quite a bit to make Tasha happy. Now he's happy.
Fallon's
So-
pretty pleased. She didn't find what she wanted, but she can bite people better now.
Does anybody need the quiver? I don't think anybody's really ranged, are they?
no.
I feel like you could give it to Hap and he'd be happy.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
We'll see him
Fallon the
later.
ranger is like, no, I
Right?
don't fucking need that.
We got you a present.
Right? Carry a bunch of ballista boats.
I think like if nobody else does use it, I think it would actually be fine because Shabaka does have multiple quarterstaffs and stuff.
Mhm. And no one can find them.
The-
No one can see
would-
them.
Would it work on like sling bullets? Like they're smaller than an arrow, so
Great
Not that he
question.
really- not that he really uses that anyway. But I do
Bigger
have
question
those-
is, can I stick my glaive and my greatsword and my warhammer?
But Chewbacca does have those 10 sling bullets plus one. He's never used.
Yeah, you turn it upside down and a bunch of rocks fall out. Yep.
Fallon has a bow, but she fully never uses it.
She prefer to
Yeah, you
use
can
it.
literally put a quarterstaff in this thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 6
Well,
of
all
them.
of her features work better at work on melee. So she's like, yeah, I'll
I
fucking
wonder
shoot
if it would
things.
hold a shovel.
Yep. Sure.
Cool. It's kind of like Casey Jones's quiver.
Cool.
Baseball bat, hockey stick.
So you guys head back to the mansion and let me bring up. I think the only thing. Oh, there's that and that. Okay. Yeah. When you get back, Morton Kanan is there, and he's like, so I gather you've found this lodestone thing. I think that could be really helpful for us. In particular, in like traveling in the mansion. But there is a challenge with it. When you hear that, you run for the door. What? Sorry, I got confused.
Sorry, run that. Can you what?
What?
No, I don't know what that was. But the lodestone itself, it needs to be. It needs to go to the future. It needs to go and be integrated into the machine that controls the time in the mansion. If you can somehow deliver the lodestone to Exithanta and the other crew in the future, well, it'd be very helpful for us.
So, like, should we get Barkeep there to keep it somewhere hidden, and they can get it in the future?
Possibly, if you trust him.
He did get attacked, maybe not. Is there anyone in the city we trust?
It does not necessarily need to be in the city.
That's true.
No, I
Is there
suppose
anyone
not.
alive right now that we trust?
Does anyone have any particularly long living relatives, like a race?
No, I don't think werewolves.
Could give it to my brother.
He's not alive yet.
How do you
Okay,
know?
hold on.
DM, how do you know?
Still,
Well, we know Durnan is around at all periods in time, right?
Yeah,
but
he also
Durnan's
just
also
like
already been a target.
attacked, so
Oh,
Whoever it is, they should,
Hmm.
or like, doesn't even need to be a person, but like, it should be a place that's safe for like 150 years.
that's why a person seems like the most sense to me because
Hmm.
they can make sure, you know?
But a person from this time zone, which is like much before any of you were born, even Sasha.
Yeah, and we've got no like elf.
What's the current year for here?
The current year is
and 1492.
1358.
Oh shit!
1358, and we're normally in 1492.
1491. But yep.
1491.
Yep.
So that's a couple
100
generations of humans. So that's not
130 years or so,
help
yeah.
Cora.
That's a summer to an elf.
But you were 60, I believe. Is that right, Sasha?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's right.
I don't think anyone in Fallon's family would. Also, to be fair, her family's all fucking dead now, as far as she knows, so that would not be helpful anyway.
And also, to be fair, Sasha wasn't born in this plane.
Yep.
Also true.
So, Fallon,
about-
it didn't strike me that you knew your grandparents well. I'm that's totally
No.
reading between the lines, but what do you think about that?
Yeah. No, she
Right.
wouldn't have known them. No, her parents ran away together.
Yep.
Do Sphinx go through time and space?
They're long lived.
Maybe.
Oh my god, the fucking sword cave thing. I love her.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I know. We all picked races that we're like,
There's
I
a challenge in getting anything from that Sphinx in the present,
Yes.
which is it's very close to the reality bubble.
This is very true. Maybe we just need to bury it somewhere.
Somewhere nondescript where nobody finds it.
Wait Are we able to talk with them on the other side of the group, but not okay?
Yeah, you can see them dimly as well.
Is an elf. Acacius is a half elf.
Acacius is a half elf. Yeah, okay. How old was Acacius? Was that ever established?
Acacius at this point is not old enough to be applicable for this, but Acacius's parents, however, have lived in the same rinky-dink town for fucking ever.
It's true. We dealt with that in your flashback.
Yeah. Now
This is an extremely good idea.
So that's side note. I mean, at the very least, Acacius has, half elf stuff going on. So one of the parents
could be alive now.
Could very much is alive now. For sure. Also, half elves, I think if they're half human, half elf, live to like 200.
Yeah.
So
Something like
even
that.
if both of his parents are just half elves, Acacius knew his grandparents as well. Like this is not. This is a linear thing. They all lived in the same fucking town.
Acacius has established that it is in character to have family relations, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
So, is that the
Celine
plan?
definitely does not.
that's that's the only plan besides burying it.
No one else fucking has anything useful.
We're trying to get how close to our future time, like in line with our future timeline.
I mean, you're trying to deliver this all the way to the present. So like nobody basically find a place to put it where nobody's gonna interfere with it until the present.
All
Base at this time. So put it at this time until the present.
Put it in the ground now, and have it revealed later uninterrupted.
And how many years are we talking?
150-ish? 130?
Well,
Too
why don't we
long.
just do Acacius's family? That seems like the
Seems like the simplest way.
Or
Yeah, the other
seems like
alternative
the
is the
only-
Fortunate Isle at this point, because Lot has yet to have appeared on that place. There's not going to be the mining operations, but we could find a place that we know of, like maybe on like that one watering hole, but deep into it, somewhere like that. And we know where that is. I mean, like from our Acacius, of course, knows where we could find that later. So like those sorts of places that just less people go to, you
The
know?
Blue Abyss, that owned the fishing hole that only the old NPCs knew about.
Yeah. And
You know,
like the Blue Abyss could be a thing as well. Like if we need to have backups upon backups, because I'm worried that every so often we're going to get sussed out because we're being far too obvious about whatever the heck his name is.
does the
Vernon.
lodestone give off magic if you're detecting it?
Yes, although detect magic only works within line of sight, so if it were hidden, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Could we put it in the head of the creature that we just stuffed on the wall? In the
I
bar?
really don't think we should put it in the
no, that other one got
Yawning
stolen or
portal.
taken down or something.
Cora took the original spider dragon back because she thought that would be a calling card, and that's why they were able to find out where they went. We went.
Oh,
And also, that leads out directly into the yawning portal. So, like, that tunnel literally led out right there, which made it very obvious.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
the
didn't
spider dragon
really
skull
cover
is
our
there.
tracks.
Yeah, and
Let's beat up
the
this
yawning
guy.
portal has been targeted already.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
the
that's fair.
bartender.
what if we just like wait until we're at a closer point in history and send it then?
No, we need it now. We need to do it,
So, I mean,
right?
But it will then still be there.
um,
It's like we got to remember to do the garbage can thing, right?
right, yeah.
Yeah, so we could just
Keys.
decide to put it there later on. And if nothing else happens to us, it'll be there, right?
I don't understand why
That works,
the
but you
ideas
have
we
to
have
know.
already had aren't gonna work because they seem
Yeah.
pretty good.
That works, but you have to know with 100% certainty what to tell the people in the future now. At that point, there's not much point in not doing it now.
Right.
If you want them to benefit from it now, to get the information at this point in their timeline, wow, okay, then you need to tell them with absolute certainty where they're going to be able to find it today. You can't wait and like hide it somewhere and make up your mind later.
Yeah,
But
I
that's-
don't know. Like, what's if
I would
Acacius
say-
thinks
Yeah.
his family is good for
Yes,
that,
I would
then
agree
I think we
with
yeah.
Acacius. I would go with Acacius and pretty much just put it into like the flooring. The flooring of Acacius's current grandparents' house because it's passed down.
Okay.
And are we planning to put anything else there while we're at it? We talked about
You could
trading
send
items,
anything to the future at this point.
but we can't get anything
Oh.
back, right?
That's right.
Well, no, that's not how time works.
Um,
And that's why I kept saying it's funny that you keep bringing this up, because here we're dealing with it. But yeah, if there is anything you want to send from here to the Shadow Force characters, this is how you would do it.
Okay. Is there anything from your character sheets that you want to go, yeah, send that ahead? Woo.
Yeah, Shabaka's gonna send the bracers of defense to Jules, because he overheard him mentioning that he uses mage armor as his armor. And it would be
Didn't we determine that they don't stack with armor?
No, doesn't it?
No, it does.
Mage
Oh,
armor
does it?
does,
Okay.
doesn't it?
Sorry,
if
my
you're
bad.
wearing no armor and using no shield, it says. So mage armor technically isn't armor that you wear.
I'm just gonna look it up. Hold on.
Whoa. Okay. Is it an armor bonus?
It says +2 bonus to armor class if you are wearing no armor and using no shield.
Right. Okay. Sounds good.
I can't think of anything in particular that Cora
Yeah,
has on
mage
her.
armor doesn't say anything about wearing armor. It says if the isn't wearing armor, a protective magical force surrounds it until the spell ends. And it says its base AC becomes 13 plus its dex modifier.
Okay.
Specifies base, so it's not an armor bonus.
Right. Perfect. Yep.
So
you're clear.
Here's another interesting thing. If I put the Tome of Understanding there, the 100 years will use up, and it will be ready to be used again.
That's true.
So funny.
Yep.
You're not wrong.
Nope, you're not wrong at all.
So I'm gonna put that in.
Celine gets to use it next.
A book?
I mean, technically, when we come
You're
back
so
to the present, I could use it again.
But
no,
come on,
Selena's
show
gonna
the
use it
wealth,
before
you
that.
know?
You think
Yeah.
Celine isn't gonna see a book and go, I need to read it now?
But yeah,
But that's very useful. That's really
I will
good.
give it to one of the
Yep.
others.
That's really funny.
Yep.
Cora is actually gonna send the Pipes of Haunting through because it's been in her inventory since the beginning, and she can't use it. The only one who can is Acacius.
Done.
Or anyone
Anybody else
else
have anything?
No. I don't.
Nope.
Okay. So this plan works. Yay!
Yay!
Next session, I would like a flashback ready for how you dealt with your family on this subject and the conversation around it.
You're gonna have a child. It's gonna be me.
Yeah, because that is a hell of a conversation that you just had with some
Hi,
family
I know
members.
your future son.
But here's the thing: it's not Acacius that has to have this conversation. It's you guys, as Cora, Fallon, like Ramses and Shabaka.
Right.
It's not Acacius. It's Cora is gonna, or all of us are gonna be walking up, being
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we are
Right.
friends."
Yep.
So we know
of
your future son.
future grandson and son. Yes, your child is currently 15. They will have a son in the future.
Grief.
Please chill.
Okay, so this is going to be a bit more of a group activity.
This is some real year 3000 shit
It's
going
not
on.
even
Yeah.
gonna be Acacius. It's literally gonna be like the rest of us being like, "So we have a friend," which makes it even worse because Acacius literally went missing for like 10 years of his childhood.
We're
Oh,
not
shit.
gonna
The
tell them
grandparents
that.
like, that's where he went.
And like by friend, I mean we ran into each other for a couple days, and we run into each other every couple more
We
days
technically
for a
live in
little
the
while.
same house. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. What was his name again? Tristan?
They would not know that.
Acacius was complaining about it. In like I think it was in the bar or something. We were all talking about stuff, and Acacius was complaining that his name was actually Tristan.
Love it.
Oh, geez. But yeah, that'll be interesting. It's a group effort going, hey, so I need you to like rip up your floorboards.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I have something to go in there. And by something, I mean a lot of things.
So
And then
did Hep,
the last thing.
sorry, did Hep
Go ahead.
want the quiver of Alana, or should I keep it for Shabaka?
No, doesn't need it.
Okay.
All of his weapons are sharp. That's for mostly dull things.
Okay.
And the last thing for tonight's session is figuring out when we're gonna stop the mansion in this next part of the journey.
Well, I'm hoping that Mordekainen is going to enlighten us a bit now that we've figured out how to get the lodestone there to change this. He said it was going to help us travel, so I'm curious what his. I mean, we've been told that the lodestone will point us in the direction, so I'm thinking his whole idea is that the mansion will help take us to the right general area.
Well, yes, this is it exactly. I hope that by integrating the lodestone with the time mechanism, that we can be less precise. Let's say any kind of general idea, and we can use the lodestone to hone in on it. So, whereas before maybe we needed to use a manual lever, we'll tell the mansion where to go in time, and it will just take us there as the time comes. And you can see like the anchor, the bottle is kind of like vibrating on the table. Like, for example, when we remove the anchor, the mansion will begin to move forward in time. And the tension, as we move further and further forward, the tension will ease and we'll be able to come to a stop again. But we need to know approximately when only. And I believe we have an idea of where the next piece is. Is that right?
Do we?
Do we?
Oh.
1420?
Yes.
1420 would be Terramini Night's Edge, but there's another one
That's too
that was
far.
before that. The
The
Ixiom
battles
Mendosium,
of yes,
right,
Ixim Mendosium.
in 1363.
Yeah, I just came across that right now.
So we know approximately when that is.
The walking
Hopefully,
machine.
with the lodestone now in place, that we can just give the castle instructions. We'll remove the anchor, put it back into the yawning portal, and the mansion will automatically move us to that time.
Oh, Ixiom Mendosium, but also the Rulers of Chult was also 1358.
We had a lead on them in
Mendosium-
1358. Yep.
It was
I thought Ixiom
after,
Mendosium was after.
guaranteed after 1558.
Yes, it was 1363 was the year of the Second Dragon Spear War, where
1360.
the
Ixiom
Colossus
Mendosium
they
was
built.
1362 walking machine from war.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we
62?
know that
Interesting.
No, I
the
got-
walking machine in war didn't work during the Second War, which 1963. So we need to make sure we are before the war, hence 1962.
So it
At 19. Whoa.
Sorry,
Okay.
1362.
Well, this is a perfect
13.
Had me
case.
scared.
Actually, you tell it 1362 or 1363, and with the lodestone, we'll end up in the right place. This is exactly what I mean, where we don't have to be so precise. Now, if you told it
God.
1400, we'd skip it completely, but this is what I'm hoping. And what you did know about the rulers of Cholt is that they still had a piece, but you didn't have a lead on any events that would cause them
Yes.
to have lost it at this point. Yeah.
Yes. Which is why I said after.
Yep.
Yeah.
So are you down to try Ixia Mendosium in 1362 or 1363?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Looks like the next stop.
Then that is where we'll take it up next time, and we actually do need both sides of the conversation. One side is everybody here trying to explain to Acacius's family what the hell they're doing there, and the other one is Acacius recovering the object in the future.
Oh.
Like,
Can everybody quickly just drop any item that they're leaving in Discord? I'll just add it in here.
good idea.
And then the other thing, just as how to easily get it under the floorboards, could Chewbacca not just turn into a spider and crawl under the floorboards with all the stuff carrying?
Well, in the
Yeah.
future, Acacius can be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's only dropping off the stuff that Acacius can't be there for.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably tell them. I don't want to hide it in their floorboards and have them find it while doing renovations.
That's where they keep their
That's fair.
canning. That's where
That's
they do
fair.
bootleg alcohol during something, and they're like, "Well, where's this thing from?"
Maybe it makes booze.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
So who's going back in time?
What?
No, what?
Nobody.
Like to which
No one
group?
is.
No.
So
Oh.
the group that's already back in time will drop it off.
Right.
150 years before, 130 years before you guys will pick it up.
Interesting.
Yeah, we can never go
Item.
back in time. That's like
You
the
went back
number one
once,
rule.
and it's forward from now on. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a rather unique and expensive item in my possession.
Yeah, you had one more before.
And
It's
you
a little
hawked it for
easier to
almost
hide
free.
this one though.
What's that?
The diamond.
Oh, the diamond. Yes.
Mhm. Easily carried, valuable to any class.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Oh, you're
Cool.
given a rapier +1. Jules will definitely take that. If no one else wants it.
Cora still needs a weapon now, so that would be great. Potentially.
Yeah.
I don't know how many weapons that Sasha has, but
He has 3 magic weapons. The rapier
Okay.
is 1. He has a hand axe +1, and the Crusader's short sword. The Crusader's short sword is his primary weapon.
can I have the rapier actually then?
The hand axe is pretty cool because it's just brutal. You know, when you get into a duel with somebody with a hand axe, you know blood's gonna be flying.
Yeah, I don't think
This is
Jules
true.
can use it because it's
Could-
not little-
Could Cora use a hand axe? Because does it?
She could, because she can make anything charisma.
Yeah, that's
It's a
kinda
simple weapon.
hardcore.
It's a simple weapon and it's light.
Oh, it is.
Cora using a hand axe is cursed energy, though. Imagine
But
that.
it's kind of hardcore. I'm just saying, it's kind of punk.
If
Yeah.
it will better suit Jules to have a +1 weapon if he currently does not have one,
He does
then
not
yes, that's
have a
fine.
magic weapon, and he can use. He can attack twice with it. So
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
here.
sure.
I'll hand you the. All right, so I'm going to take the hand axe and the rapier +1 out of my inventory.
Okie dokie. Yeah.
and then
So
who can use the tome? Who is a wisdom-based character? on the
Celine would love that shit.
take it.
Yeah.
How
Hemp would
many
like that.
hours did it require studying again?
24.
6. Oh yeah, 24.
I think it's
no,
isn't it 24
6
straight? No,
48 hours over 6 days or fewer.
that's it.
Which Celine probably has the time for. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Well,
won't all come at once though. The
Mhm.
days in this game are going pretty fast as well, so it'll probably take.
Tome of Understanding, was it?
We should get some
48
diamond
hours.
dust or revivify.
Yeah, she could do that.
Yeah, so don't add the wisdom bonus yet. You'll get it
No,
in like
I'm
a
just
couple.
tossing it into my inventory.
Much like Shabaka, you're gonna have to bug me about it every couple days and say, how much time did I get to read?
Yeah. All right.
She's gonna get so wise, guys. She's
Right?
great.
Should we
I
He's
get
mean,
gonna be
she
a wise
already
guy.
is.
should we
Yeah.
get diamond dust for revivify? Does anyone have the revivify spell?
Celine does.
Ramsey spell
need-
it does.
Do we need diamond dust?
Oh, and Shabaka has it too.
Is it diamond dust?
I believe it just says diamond.
It's just diamond.
worth
It's 300
300
gold
gold.
piece
It doesn't have to
diamond.
be a diamond. It just has to be diamond.
Oh, that's an interesting proposition.
Right. So you don't have to get like an ornamental diamond. You could just like get industrial diamond dust worth, like I don't know, like 900, 1,200 gold pieces worth of it. So you can do several people or have the capability of it.
If that happens, something's gone wrong.
Something's gone wrong. Exactly.
Something has gone wrong.
Look at this group
Mhm.
and
We've
tell me.
lived thus far, except for your character. Right? May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
That's true. You're the only one that's
Yeah,
died.
with the frisbee. Here you go.
The rest of us
Right?
are kind of chilling.
May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace.
May he
Yeah.
rest in peace. But also it's a miracle that we're all still.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I would
there's been a few
definitely
times.
blame somebody else for that death as well, rather than him.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
was
can't
me
believe-
because I didn't catch him.
I
That's
can't
what I
believe
meant.
Alan is
Oh,
still.
You can
sad.
blame Brian.
Dart,
Yeah,
Alright.
we just automatically blame Waz just
Right?
immediately with no prompting, aggressively even.
I could
Yeah.
never be Ramsey.
That-
rough crowd.
That's pretty just.
Okay. Yeah.
It'd
Just so
be
we're on
his
the same
fault
page, you
anyways.
know? Just so
Oh
we're on
yeah,
the same page.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his fault for not being faster.
Ramses. He's the best.
He's the best.
Love Ramsey.
He's never done anything wrong in his life ever.
I know this, and I love you.
Right?
So does that mean
Maybe
Jules
that one time.
did get the rapier +1 then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, assumed
That-
so.
Yep. And in case it's not clear, we're calling it here, so we can keep talking about the stuff. But yeah, there's no more adventure tonight. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you
I
for coming
will-
out.
I
See you
will
next week.
end the stream then there. So we don't get a bunch of chat about equipment more than we've already had.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll be meeting again next week.
Yeah.
You bet.
I think so.
Then here is an outro. Thanks for playing and thanks for watching.
wanted so long. This conflict flows like a river through our heads, taking down every wall, every stone, every door, every stair. And now we're here with nothing left, no, nothing here. Everything that we held dear washed away with the rain. Everything, everything, everything. And by the love tide, I feel our walls have fallen. They're crumbling down to the ground since we've been stalling. Stop this high tide, because I think I'm drowning. I never learned to swim, I swear my death is coming. Digging away out the sorrow, I'm finding a way back tomorrow. Discovering something inside of you I've wanted so long. Digging away out the sorrow, finding a way back tomorrow. Discovering something inside of you I've wanted so long. I've wanted so long.